Wait. Glad I stopped you. Because you was finna click off. Why? You did this one time before. It don't get you nowhere, but to a video that's probably better than mine. It might be better than mine, but maybe this video is better than theirs. What is going on YouTube? IShinobi here. And welcome to What Am I Watching? 6 most disturbing forest encounters caught on camera. Now, if y'all guys are in the forest, y'all gonna catch something. I mean, well, y'all gonna catch something. A bear, a fox, a person. It's gonna be something out there. That's why I'm in the house. I don't belong in the forest. That's for the wild. Stay out of the forest. I remember I used to go into forest. You know, I used to play around in the forest, you know, the little trenches. It used to be like old trenches, and I used to like climb on stuff, you know. I never found nothing crazy. You know, just a kid having fun, but yeah, I'll never go back in the forest again. You know, ticks and snakes and bears, and yeah, y'all got that.
In January 2015, a group of New Zealand film students were recording outside their school at Auckland's Parnell railway station. The footage you're seeing now was recorded by a student named Chris Muir. For a few minutes, Chris and his friends were messing around and having fun as they filmed.
It's always
somebody. When the group spotted a man and a woman wearing creepy white masks hiding in the tall grass next to the station and staring ominously at the camera.
What? They walking over? I don't care what you. I don't care. If this is a joke, you trying to scare people. Listen, one of these days you keep doing this, you gonna be shot, and it might be by me.
Later revealed, Chris and his buddies first thought that the masked people were probably pranksters from the school trying to creep them out, which is why they can be heard laughing throughout the footage.
Oh.
However, the students later confessed that it was more so nervous laughter and that they were actually pretty terrified during the encounter. Disturbingly, looking at the footage, they noticed that the couple appeared to be armed. In some of the clips, it looks like one of them is holding a pistol.
Oh my God. Look at that. Man, listen, drop the camera. I don't care. She got a gun. I'm out of here. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I should be a rapper. You know, I should be a rapper. Shh.
As soon as the suspects got a little too close for comfort, the group ran back to the main road, after which they reportedly saw a police chopper approaching the area of the incident.
Listen.
It's not entirely clear who called the cops that day, but based on my research, this wasn't the first time the couple had harassed the public with their creepy masks and weapons. Earlier that week, they had terrorized a woman at Auckland's Domain Park, but left before the police were able to arrest them.
What?
When the cops arrived at the train station, Chris and his friends gave them the report, after which the Auckland Police Department uploaded a Facebook post where they urged the suspects to come forward and warned civilians to stay far away from the masked couple if they saw them. They also cautioned that if they saw someone carrying what appeared to be a weapon, they had no way of knowing if the weapon was real or fake and would be forced to approach the situation as if it were real.
I'm definitely going to approach the situation if it's real. I don't know if that pistol fake or real, but I know mine is.
Forward to talk to the cops. Throughout the investigation, the authorities didn't release a whole lot of information to the public about who these people were, whether their weapons were real, or what their intentions were. But one thing we know for sure is that this wasn't just an innocent prank. In fact, when a lot of people online started accusing the students of staging a prank just to get attention, a spokesperson from the school came forward to clarify that the masked suspects had nothing to do with the institute.
Forget
According
the camera.
to an article from Vice, a police spokesperson later confirmed that the weapons were fake. But I wasn't able to find any official confirmation of this.
I got my gun.
To this day, not a lot of people know who the suspects were or why they were terrorizing the public for no reason. Whatever the case, it's a good thing Chris and his friends were able to get away before things took a turn for the worse.
Yeah.
Near the base of Mount Fuji in Japan lies a forest that's known among the locals as the Sea of Trees. Interestingly, the entire forest grew out of a 30 square kilometer patch of hardened lava that was laid down by the last major eruption of Mount Fuji. A little more disturbingly though, over the years the Sea of Trees has become known as a place where people go to take their own lives. And if you venture far enough into the forest, it's not uncommon at all to find a body.
Oh!
Near the entrance of the forest, a sign written in Japanese reads, "Quietly think once more about your parents, siblings, and children. Please don't suffer alone, and first reach out." In July 2017, urban explorer and YouTuber Burbex ventured into the forest to see what he'd find, walking his viewers through his entire journey into the Sea of Trees. But
no,
even though
that
the
just
video
gave me
starts out tame
chills,
enough,
bro.
just a few minutes into his exploration, the uploader comes across an abandoned bike, and that's when things get a little disturbing.
I'm only a few meters away from the road right now, but I've already found an abandoned bike. It's actually a pretty nice bike. Let's take a look at it.
And it look recent. It looks recent. It's not rusted or nothing. Like, that's...
I don't think it's been here a long time.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And pack it for a knife.
Oh.
I think I've just found some kind of note in a bag.
No.
It says 1211. I can't quite make out. I think this is somebody's name just here. And I'm not sure what this means.
No.
On top of the bike, Burbex finds an empty piece of packaging for a kitchen knife, and a few minutes later, he comes across a note written on a plastic bag. The note translates to 1211 verified, Fuji Yoshida police station verified, meaning it's likely evidence of someone who abandoned their stuff to take their own life in the forest, confirmed by the local police station. It's incredibly haunting to think how many lives have been lost in that forest over the years, and even more disturbing to think that any random passerby could easily find the body while exploring the terrain.
I'm not going in there.
Over the years, the Japanese government has implemented several measures, such as placing security cameras near the entrance to track those who walk inside, as well as training volunteers to talk to the visitors who are thinking of taking their lives. Still, this hasn't stopped people from following through with it, and the fact that the media has really played a big part in sensationalizing the forest in recent years hasn't helped either. In early 2023, a man named David Meredith was taking his usual evening stroll through his neighborhood in Red Deer, Canada, when he suddenly saw a bull moose eating next to a tree. Hoping to catch a better glimpse, he hid behind the tree to watch. And that's when the moose turned around and started charging at him.
Oh.
To understand how incredibly dangerous this is, keep in mind that an adult male
Look
moose
at
can
that.
run faster than 35 miles per hour,
Look
which is almost
at that.
twice as fast as the max speed for the average human male. Even though moose aren't generally aggressive, they can easily trample and kill a human if they feel threatened, which is probably what happened here. Fearing for his life, David hoisted himself up the tree next to him to avoid getting stabbed by the moose's antlers.
Bro, look at how big that is. Look at him. Why is he standing there? Listen. First of all, it's cold outside. I'm not going in no forest. Look at him. What is he doing? Hey, I don't want no smoke.
As soon as he was out of the moose's reach, he started recording.
I don't want no smoke, I'm sorry.
The moose just stares at David, and you can hear the uploader's nervous breathing as he waits for the moose to leave. But
He's not
shortly
leaving.
after, the moose starts charging back and forth with its head down, which is a clear sign that it's stressed and would probably trample David if he were to come down or fall from the tree.
Yeah, he like, come down. I'm gonna wait right here. You come down here, cause I want it. What? Look at that. Well, the only thing I have to do is put him down. That's the only way I'm gonna get out of here.
David stayed in the tree for over 10 minutes waiting for the moose to leave him alone. When asked how he climbed up the tree, he demonstrated how he pulled himself up by a flimsy-looking branch, which is honestly one of the most concerning parts of this whole situation. That branch breaks, and David would have been at the mercy of a very angry moose and might not have lived to tell the tale.
Listen, you gonna do
Luckily, after
anything.
seeing that
You gonna
David
do
wasn't
anything
coming
possible
down,
when
the
you're
moose finally
scared.
gave up and ran off, thanks to which the uploader was able to come down safely after waiting it out for around an extra half hour.
Listen, I would have gave that moose 3 minutes. If he would have stood right there for those 3 minutes, he probably would have been dropped. Because listen, at the time, them 3 minutes, I'm thinking I'm gonna be there for a long time. I'm not gonna be able to get out of this tree. So the only way I'm gonna get out this tree
A man named Greg Harris uploaded a GoPro video of himself riding his ATV on an unnamed trail. For the first few seconds, the footage shows pretty much exactly what you'd expect from this kind of upload. But in the blink of an eye, something extremely disturbing interrupts Greg's ATV ride.
Whoa. What is it? What is it? Did he get clotheslined? Like, you know, the little invisible.
If you didn't catch it, someone had set up a metal wire between the two trees, which got caught in the uploader's helmet and forced him to stop. It's pretty disturbing to think that if Greg hadn't been so lucky, he could have been decapitated by the wire. Fortunately, as mentioned in the video description, his speed, along with the wire hitting his helmet instead of his neck, caused it to break as he passed through it. It might seem shocking that anyone would even think of doing something as incredibly evil as setting up a lethal booby trap in the middle of an ATV trail, but sadly, it's actually pretty common in the dirt bike and ATV community. Sometimes these wires are...
That's common? Okay. I'm setting my ATV for 6,000. Come get it. I don't want it no more.
Others are set up by psychos who get irritated by the noise and decide to use violence to fix the issue.
Oh my
And the rest are
God.
set up by people who are just messed up in the head and want to bring harm to others for no reason. In this case, it's impossible to tell who is responsible for setting up the trap. This is just one of those videos where if the wire was set up just slightly lower, the accident could have easily been fatal.
He
Luckily,
would have died.
He was able to walk away with minimal injuries, and he used his video as a way to warn others to watch out for these kinds of traps, especially when riding through trees.
Man, I'm going home. I'm leaving the ATV right there, and I'm
Back
walking
in the summer
home.
of 2014, a man named Chris was biking in the mountains near Fernie, British Columbia, when he suddenly noticed what appeared to be an animal approaching him in the tall grass. Immediately, he realized it was a mountain lion, and that's when he started recording.
Oh,
You can see it.
listen. Why do people find it cool in a situation like that to pull out their phone and record? Dude,
He's crouching in the grass.
he's crouching because he wants you. He's seeking prey.
He's actually coming towards
He's
me.
seeking his food. He's coming towards you.
At
You
first,
record it.
it's kind of hard to see where exactly the animal is, but as Chris walks towards the trail, you can see it emerging from the grass coming closer.
Is that him right there? Oh my God.
That is a mountain lion,
Dude, what?
and he's stalking me.
You might as well just look at
Even though
that.
mountain lion sightings are rare, they have been known to attack people in certain situations. And let's just say, if
I
you
would've
see
doo-dooed.
one stalking you in the tall grass,
I would've doo-dooed on
slowly
myself.
approaching as it stares you
Peed.
down, you can be pretty certain that you're in danger.
Yeah.
About 2 minutes into the footage, the lion starts walking a little faster,
Oh,
and
no.
Chris does the one thing you never do with a mountain lion by turning his back and starting to run.
I would have done the same thing, honestly. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. I'm sorry. What you want? You want
Mr.
some?
Mountain Lion? How are you doing?
Please. I
Nice
don't
to
want
see
to. Listen, I would just ride my bike. I'll just ride my
Nice
bike,
to see you.
and we so happen to cross paths. We don't
I
have
am
to
much
take it.
bigger
We
than
don't
you.
have to take it far. You know, nice to meet you. How your name? How's your
Over the
day
next
going?
couple of minutes, Chris tries to get the
what's your
animal to go
name?
away,
You got a
but
name?
it
You
only
got a
walks
name?
around him and continues to stalk him,
Oh
staring
my
him down
God,
in the
look
tall
at
grass
that.
near the entrance to the woods.
Dude.
A couple of minutes later, the uploader manages to take a few steps toward the main trail back to his car,
He
but
don't-
he doesn't get too far before the mountain lion cuts him off again.
Listen,
Stay back.
he don't care what you're saying.
Stay there.
He want a nice meal for him. Like, you're a grown man, and it's just one it's
not
just
afraid
one
of you.
mountain lion. That's a,
Fortunately, after a few moments of
that's
tension,
his
the mountain
dinner
lion
for
turns
tonight.
around and disappears into the trees.
he said,
Being
you know
in a
what?
position like that has to be
I'ma let
downright
you go.
terrifying, especially when
You
you
lucky
consider
I
that the
already
only
ate.
reason the lion didn't attack
You know?
was because it didn't want to. And had it felt more threatened, it easily could have done some serious damage.
No, it's not.
Thankfully, it was just a close call, and Chris was able to walk away from the terrifying encounter.
It's because he already ate.
In March 2019, a 5-year-old girl from Fairlawn, New Jersey was playing with her friends near a creek in a wooded area behind their home right off Route 208.
Where's your parents? Where's your parents?
This was an area the family knew very well, as they'd been living there for 13 years, and the girl's father, Dave Kuroda, and his wife felt completely safe letting their kid play in the woods behind their house.
Huh?
But at some point during that particular afternoon, the girl came across a pile of clothing in the woods, after which she immediately ran back to tell her dad what she found. Strangely, the clothes appeared to have been cut off a person's body, and there were suspicious red stains all over the tattered, shredded outfit.
Oh my God.
After confirming the bundle consisted only of women's clothing, Dave called the Bergen County Sheriff's Office and reported the incident, feeling like it was just too out of the ordinary for a random pile of cut-up clothes to appear near the entrance of the woods so close to his home. Even though this was the first time their daughter saw the clothes, it appeared they had been in the woods for several months, which explains some of the excessive wear and tear, but not the suspicious cuts and stains all over the outfit. Immediately, Fairlawn police started asking the public if they could identify the clothes, hoping that it was just a prank rather than something more sinister.
Really?
Unfortunately, nobody came forward, and until the clothes can be linked to some sort of crime or to a victim, they can't be accepted for testing by the police department.
Oh, yeah, I did drop my clothes. Yeah, I was, yeah, that's mine. Yeah, that's mine. I dropped my clothes and, it got caught in some branches and stuff, so it kind of tear off me. So I just dropped my clothes, took my clothes off, ran home butt naked. Sorry.
Been able to match the clothing to anyone in particular. And at this point, all we can do is hope that whoever those clothes belonged to did not come to the harrowing fate that the dark reddish stains imply.
Man. The internet, man. The internet just gets deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper every day. But hopefully y'all guys did enjoy. Make sure to throw a share, hit that like button, and subscribe to join the Shinobi family. And until next time.